81% of people want to write a book. 2% do. That statistic is one of my favorites to quote when I'm talking about things that you want to achieve, but you haven't achieved yet. One of the things that I think is the most important thing about that stat is that there's 81% of the population that wants to write a book. And all the way over here, 2% of the population actually does. If you think about that, that means we should have so many more books. And we don't, because people don't do it. They say, the market is saturated. The people have already written about that. There's experts. There's so many people who've written something. And if you let that stop you, imagine the things that you wouldn't even know about. Like, for instance, one of my favorite books is The Westing Game. What if Ellen Raskin had said, you know what, there's a lot of mysteries out there. I don't need to write my book. That is one of the first books that I ever read and that captured my imagination and made me feel alive. And it helped me understand how important imagination is and all these different characters. If you haven't read it, I recommend it. And one of the things I love about this book is that I've shared it with my daughter recently, and she is captivated by it just as much as I am, if not more. She can quote passages of it. She loves this book. And I just think about how different my life would be without books and how important books are. And it's one of the reasons that I feel so strongly about writing a book. I wrote a book. I was actually published in a book last year. It's a compendium. And a lot of people would be tempted to say, well, did you really publish a book? Yes, I did. I was in a published book called The Art of Connection. You can buy it for $20 on Amazon. I'll link it beneath if you're interested. I'm on page 19, which is my favorite number. And my quote, "Rest is a right. It's not something you earn," is in that book. And I'm deeply proud of it. I'm currently working on a children's book. It's going to be published sometime next year. I'm really excited about that. But if I hadn't written the first book, I never would have written the second book. So there's so many things that happen when you decide to pursue something that continues to hang over your head. You know what I'm talking about. There is something that you want to do that you're too scared. You feel like maybe you're too old or maybe you're too young. That's one of the things about fear that I absolutely abhor. It's so completely non-specific. It's like you're too old, you're too young, someone else has done it. Who do you think you are? You are you, and you are an incredible person who has a story to tell. I truly believe that everybody has something that they want to do that they haven't done yet. So what are you waiting for? Now is the time. Launch that podcast, launch that website, do what you've been dreaming about doing. And listen, if you don't have a fully fleshed out book, that's okay. Start one paragraph at a time. Set your timer for 15 minutes. Say, I'm just going to write something. Sometimes you're going to write nothing. And sometimes that nothing is going to turn into something. Don't throw anything away because you never know where your ideas are going to come from. If you need help with these things, that's okay too. Try to get an accountability partner, somebody else who will help you. I think that one of the most important things we can do is engage in community. So if you are working on writing a book, join a writing collective. And if you don't know where to start, that's a great place to start. What do you want to write about? Why do you need to write it? Is this something inside of you that you've wanted to say for a really long time and nobody has said it, so you need to say it? I am the boss of balance. Some days that's a description, other days it's an aspiration. If you find this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. I also have a Substack and a new website being launched on November 1st. And you'll see that very, very soon. In the meantime, keep seeking balance in your life, whatever that looks like. And you too can be the boss of balance. Bye, y'all.